Okay, we are going live, and we need to make sure that we have everything muted so we don't have an echo. It seems like we're good. Very good. Well, good morning to everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. This is Stephen the Channeler,
And this is Stephanie.
and this is another session of Blessings from the Dragon. And we had Jadon Se had clarified that blessings is more of a he will read the energetic of those assembled and do something that's appropriate, either of blessings or answering questions, etc. Um, be a little less of an interactive thing and more of an energetic blessing or activation or reading for the group, with maybe a little bit of Q&A here and there. And we decided that we would share also a little bit about our journey and how we came to be doing this. Um, wasn't something that we expected. Uh, so anyway, I'll just do a brief little story of my background, and Stephanie can share whatever she wishes to. Um, Basically, about when I was about 20 years old, I had a near-death experience, and I was trapped under a car and I went out of my body, and it just changed my entire life. I knew after that experience that I was not, my mind was not coming from my brain, and my own spiritual awareness was beyond my human mind, and it was such a multi-dimensional experience. It just totally changed my world. And I went on a long seeking kind of binge for many years. I'm in my 50s, and this was when I was in my 20s, and so did a lot of meditating and learned how to manifest. I manifested jobs, I manifested homes, manifested trips abroad, instant money, like thousands of dollars, like just out of the blue. I needed about $2,000 and uh, asked the divine to provide that for me, and then went downstairs, and it was literally downstairs in an envelope, sitting on the coffee table. It's just amazing, fantastic things have happened. And Stephanie and I met in a fantastical way about 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago. Um, I was I had the privilege of minding a stargate that was in a house, and anyway, a channeled being helped connect me with my ability to just call in my true love. I was in the middle of at the end of a divorce, and I was separated. And anyway, I was in a stargate, and I asked for the universe to hook me up with my true love, basically to connect me with my true love. And to make a long story short, the Stargate facilitated this immediately, and Stephanie and I met through a Stargate. So maybe we'll tell that story some other time. And we very quickly fell in love and found a place to live that we basically manifested because here I was separated and going through a divorce, and Stephanie was on her journey, and do you want to say that you?
Um, I want you to share that a house on a lake with the most amazing view opened up for us to stay there for free for a year. And it was just the most beautiful home. And it was just a miracle. We both needed a place to stay and connect and grow together. And it just miraculously, just the
And
most beautiful
and
place.
we requested it. We
Yeah.
requested that something like that happen, and the universe completely provided. And yes, we are so grateful for that experience. And living there on this lakeside with this beautiful view and near Mount Shasta, we just had these wonderful experiences over that 1 year. And what started happening is in the middle of the night, Stephanie would kind of halfway wake me up and say, "You're talking." And I'd say, well, what were what am I talking about? And she said, well, just keep going. And so I started to flow a little, and little by little she started to record these sort of semi-sleep channelings. And I hadn't really had any experience with really channeling, just a little here and there where I dabbled, but this just started happening. And So she started recording. Some of the earliest recordings of Jadon Se are very muffled. You can hear blankets ruffling, and it was just sort of a homespun experience. We just wanted to capture what he was saying, because it was kind of amazing, some of the things he was talking about: diamond light and water ceremonies and portal. Yeah.
It's really deep wisdom.
And so we decided to just start recording it, and Stephanie did a lot of that work, and we basically, just a long story short, we decided to share it with people. And it's been a journey. We Neither of us want to be celebrities or be public figures. We don't put our face on camera. We don't want it to be about us. It's about the wisdom that's coming through Jadon Se. So we just thought we'd tell you a little bit of the background to that. Just to, it's just been such a magical journey. And anyway, so there you have it. And we also now have a couple of announcements, and that is, there's a new website that we just put up, because we're starting to have all these different things that are going on YouTube and Facebook, and we're putting up an app, and the app is almost it's going to be published any day now on the App Store for the Oracle deck that Jadon Se has helped me bring through. And yeah, just so many things to share that we just decided to put up a website. So we've got jadonse.com. That's JADONSE.com. And that's just got a little bit about Jadon Se, and then about we're both artists, so we create things and we do drawings, and we're using a laser engraver to make Jadon Se's portrait available on wooden objects, like cutting boards for the kitchen and coasters, and we decided to select and sell some dragon cups for the morning cup ritual. Just little things. It's not a big commercial enterprise. We're not going to ever really be commercial as far as I'm concerned. It's just little things to support our community energetically, like energy tools. And we gave away one of the cutting boards to a friend who's a really high vibe person, and he reported that after the cutting board went into his kitchen, you just kind of display it on one side with the portrait, and then when you want to cut, you just flip it over and use it as a cutting board. He said now that the cutting board's in his kitchen, he's having dreams about dragons, and he's feeling all kinds of dragon energies in his house, and that's kind of fun. I do feel that way, that when you connect with Jadon Se, either with that drawing or with in your own heart, dragon energies start to show up. And we've heard a lot of people on this YouTube channel confirm that ever since they've been listening to Jadon Se, they see more dragons and feel more dragon energies, and it's easier to work with those dragon energies. So anyway, that's enough of our backstory for now. Thought that would be fun. If you guys would be so kind as to shout out where you're at today. I have Long Beach, California in the house. We have Queensland, Australia in the house. We have Bournemouth, England. I really hope I pronounce it. I always try every time. Bournemouth, England in the house. And if that is correct, give me a thumbs up on that. Otherwise, I'm going to be butchering the name. Portugal in the house. Florida. We have Germany. Can you feel these energies? It's global. Turkey is here. We have someone from Chile, Amsterdam, Thailand. We have Holland. Who else is here today? It's beautiful to have all these light workers all over the world. Massachusetts, Texas. Beautiful, beautiful. So very good. We'll keep calling these out as they come in, if any more are trickling in there. And let's see, what else do we have going on today? I think that's it for the announcements and just background stuff. We have Price, Utah in the house. Beautiful. It's such a pleasure to work with other light workers around the globe, and I hope you can all feel each other. It is a beautiful feeling. It's almost like you can feel everyone tuning in and kind of just being on the same sort of vibe there. And it's I love the feeling. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let Jadon Se come in, and he may read the energetics of those assembled here, and we'll see what he has to say. Stephanie, do you have anything to add before we do this?
I was just invoking my light to activate as well, to blessings as appropriate.
Beautiful. Yeah, if any of you guys have any, anything going on that you want Jadon Se to talk about, just kind of put that in your heart, and maybe he'll pick up on that. All right, let me drop in here. I am Jadon Se, Golden Dragon of the Third Arc of Consciousness, and this is one of our Wednesday lives, Blessings from the Dragon. I am here with you today for many different reasons. There is an energetic shifting on this your Gaia. Your equinox is approaching, and as this happens, there is a natural gateway that opens, energetics, the cycles of your Gaia, open doorways to beautiful understandings. And this, your autumnal equinox, is a beautiful opportunity for us to play in these energies. There is another thing that was worth mentioning, and that is this Saturday. You have this time that you keep in calendars and all this, so write on your calendars that this Saturday we will be out of town. The channeler here, and dearest Stephanie, and the little doggy will be out of town and not able to channel, so we will have to skip the questions for the dragon this Saturday with regrets. And there is a beautiful energetic in this gathering right now. There is a message for you. There have been so many different things happening in this your world, and each of them shift consciousness, shift opportunities from one side to another. It can be very confusing at times to see the world changing, chaos, things that are happening. You are the light workers. You are the ones. Let us call you the adults in the room. There are other groups of light workers, of course, and no one group is better than another. And you are also beautiful beings who are gathered here today, who do make a difference on a daily basis. Throughout this changing of the guard, so to speak, from the old densities and the darker times to this new golden age, you are and we are all experiencing a little upheaval, a little bit of change in the air, let us say. People assembling all over this your globe to express that they are ready for a new reality. This is beautiful, this is organic, and it is mostly peaceful, and this is so needed on your Gaia right now. And during these times, each one of you is going through so much internally. I feel all of your energies. And if you wish me to add your energies to this reading right now, please say, Jadon Se, you have permission to access my energies. You do not need to type this in the chat. Just say it within. Jadon Se, you have permission to access my energies. Dear ones, I feel each of you. And as these beautiful energetics reach out across this grid that you have established around this globe, this Gaia, I feel each and every one of you, and many of you are struggling with these changes. It seems that old energies are creeping in. It's almost like a hand is reaching out to pull you back into the densities. This is not the case, dear ones. Even though it feels like one step back or even two steps back, at this time, this is a giant step forward, because these old feeling energies are coming up. These feelings of lack, feelings of being stifled or blocked somehow, feeling stuck. These energies are coming up to be let go of. Very good. They are energies that you are feeling, some of you quite intensely right now. And this has caused a few of you to wonder whether this golden age is even happening, or whether or not these things you have heard about are really in progress, or if they were just deceptions and that nothing is really changing. And dear ones, this is not the case. There is so much changing right now for the better. And as you sit with these energies, many of you have been wondering, well, should I just go back to what I used to do? Is this golden age on hold, so to speak? Should I just go back in time and just set my life up to be safe and protect myself and go back to that old job that I didn't like, but at least it made me all this money? Dear ones, this is a time for you to make a deep and wise decision within. This decision will have a large effect on your experience moving forward. If you firmly decide this golden age is starting for me now, right now, and I am taking my steps into the golden dawn right now. I am no longer waiting for anything to change in the world around me. I'm not waiting for a new financial system, or for some med beds to come online, or some blessings from beyond, my star brothers and sisters to park their motherships above London and Paris and Washington. No, I'm not waiting for this. I am stepping into this golden age. If you make this firm decision, things will change for you. And if you make no decision, or if you decide to retreat and just wait and see what happens from the external reality, then, dear one, your densities will continue for some time. And this is okay. There is no race to ascend. There is no reason why you need to hurry up into this golden age, other than being excited about the opportunities of this golden age. Your dreams are awaiting you, and you do make your dreams come true all the time, even in the older times and the densities. Many of you have been what you would call manifesting. Many of you would intentionally set these visions for what you wish to bring in, and they will come, dear ones, and they have come for most of you. And even those of you who are sitting there saying, none of my manifestations came true, dear ones, your entire reality was manifested by your expectations. Some of them subconscious, given to you by your parents, etc. You are all multidimensional, highly creative beings, quite capable of consciously bringing your dreams into reality. And the more you make a conscious decision for the world that you are stepping into, the more it will be mirrored to you, and you will see these changes. As soon as you declare, I am no longer participating in deceptive monetary systems and debt slavery, I am calling in a new monetary system that is free and fair and transparent. The moment you do this, dear ones, you are choosing the world where that happens. It is that profound. You are, we call this light walking. Excuse me. You are light walking into a new world, a new dawn. You are using your abilities to call in and claim the world that you wish to dwell within. And this, dear ones, is firmly a threshold of the fourth dimension. For the fourth dimensional reality is a reality where, let us just say, your dreams become reality with very little blockage or obstruction or resistance. And These dreams are mostly facilitated with props and constructs from your old reality. So you will, instead of saying, I am going to have this castle on the hill, you might still be stuck in this. Well, how can I afford this castle on the hill? I need to buy it from a real estate agent. And so you may still be bringing a little of this luggage, so to speak, with you. And this is why it is the fourth dimension. It is a bridge to the fifth. Mm, you are ready to build your dreams in whatever way is natural to you right now. If you need to call in a financial system that is more fair and equitable, it will appear, and it is appearing right now. And this is a fourth D construct that will help you to realize that at some point you will no longer even need money. You will just be able to move and walk directly into your dreams, light walking into this world that you decide that you wish to dwell in. It is so beautiful, and this is where you are all heading, dear ones. This is your message for now, and at this moment I wish to open this up to any thoughts that your dear Stephanie wishes to bring to the group here.
Okay, I see. Home Drawn has a question. A request for blessing for the lunar eclipse corridor ends the 21st this weekend. May I suggest an equinox blessing for guidance and prep work toward co-creating a new golden age beyond this portal? Good shifting nudge for us.
Dear one, this is beautiful. And we will not just wait till the end of the transmission to do this, for this multi-dimensional dragon will simply move past it and forget completely that that was a request. We knew the moment of now is the moment of power, and therefore this requested equinox and lunar eclipse blessing shall happen right now. Indeed, this is a portal, a beautiful opportunity for all of you. The eclipse energies are, shall we say, very well suited to leaving behind, unburdening yourself from that which you no longer wish to carry forward. It is for you to energetically feel into this blessing all of the different burdens that you carry, the worries, the guilt, the shame, the not feeling worthy, any of this that comes up. You do not need to mentalize it or picture it right now. Just feel it. Anything that you wish to release, bring it energetically into your body right now, for we are going to drop it and stride into this equinox together. And as you feel these burdens, now, at this moment, we are all going to, on the count of 3, simply drop them to the floor. All of these burdens you are feeling that you have been carrying. 1, 2, 3. And just let them go. They are now laying on the floor around you, some of them in a pile. Some of them are stinky and smelly piles of gook. And some of them are look like gems and jewels that were just deceiving you, bling, you might say, that you do not need to carry with you into this golden age, for we do not need fake extravagance. We can have whatever it is we want. If you want real gold, you shall have real gold, etc. Some of this that you have left on the floor around you are regrets and sadnesses. Yes, let us not just throw these away as if they are garbage to be taken out. They have served us in many ways. Let us look at this pile on the floor around us and thank it. Thank you, these burdens that I have carried. I have learned so much from the weight of this. I have learned so much. I have learned compassion for others who carry these burdens. I have learned strength and resilience I have come through this far carrying these burdens, and it has made me strong and wise. Mm, Thank you for showing me mm, all of the things that I have learned. Thank you for helping me to grow. I now lovingly leave you behind as I move forward into this golden light that is beginning to dawn ahead of me. The equinox, dear ones, for us is a threshold we are looking at. We are looking into the golden age. This is beautiful because your Gaia does the very same thing with every equinox. There is a cleaning of the house and there is an opening of new energies. It is a beautiful cycle, and a golden age is a cycle, dear ones. You are looking at the beginning of a beautiful cycle, so don't worry, it won't run out quickly and you won't have to go into some winter of darkness again or something. If whatever it is in your mind, just let that go. We are looking at this equinox as a golden archway, a doorway that we are together walking towards. Our steps are lighter than they were. Do you not feel this? Some of you have a little bit of a smile creeping across your face. Those of you with your eyes open, there's a new sparkle in your eyes. And those with your eyes closed, you are still sparkling with your eyes. It is beautiful. You are beautiful beings, and you deserve this golden age. And as we walk towards this equinox, let us bless this journey. It is a short walk, dear ones, through this golden portal that we will be passing through. And as we take the last few steps in the twilight, so to speak, with the old energies fading behind us, let this golden cosmic dragon breathe a blessing upon all of you who accept this blessing. You must agree to this. Say, yes, Jadon, say, I accept this blessing. I am breathing in a moment my golden breath upon you. Think of this as a beautiful warm breeze at your back that is supporting you in building your dreams, in moving into this golden age, and in learning the lessons that you will take forward with you, and loving them and understanding them, the deeper wisdoms that come from that. And what you carry into this golden age are treasures beyond compare from the darker times. It is something you have earned, dear ones, through all the suffering. You have gifts that are coming with you. And now let me give you this blessing, this golden white light, breeze of a breath that is going to be following you all the way through until the other side of the equinox. Just relax. And just feel the animals of this house have come for this blessing as well. There is a little miniature wolf sitting right next to this channeler. Bask in these energies, dear ones. And it will be helpful in these next days before the equinox to see this equinox as a golden threshold, like an archway, like a beautiful ornate door, sparkling, golden, beautiful. And yes, dear ones, there are designs along the threshold and they are dragon-like designs. Also angels, stars, symbols of the cosmos. This is a magical gateway that you are striding towards with this warm breeze from this golden dragon's breath, accompanying you, pushing you effortlessly in the direction of the golden age, if that is your choice. This is beautiful. Thank you very much for that suggestion. Dearest Stephanie, do we have another suggestion or question?
Yeah, a question from Barno Barry Batsback. What is the crystal dragon? Please, thank you for everything.
You are quite welcome. It is my great honor to be with you. And there is no one crystal dragon. There is what you might call the archetype of the crystal dragon. Just like there is an archetype called a golden dragon. And there are many crystal dragons. Indeed, 2 of you here today are connected with lifetimes as crystal dragons. The crystalline dragon energies are extremely potent. They carry energies of deep wisdom. They are like the library of the cosmos. They store and lovingly curate deep wisdoms. The best of the best, you might say, of the wisdom teachings. And crystal dragons, yes, there are more than just a few. Crystal dragons assist in all of your temples, especially those of the divine feminine, your Sophia sisterhood. The crystalline dragons will come to help remember as these divine feminine temples are reestablished, rebirthed, you might say, midwifed back into being. Crystal dragons will be there to bring back the knowledge and wisdom, the best of the feminine divine energies, the Sophia Christ teachings, dear ones. These crystal dragons are guardians of truth, guardians of wisdom. They are there to help as facilitators of growth, understanding, and as any good crystal owner knows, if you gaze into a crystal, you are likely to see into other realms. And so these dragons have the ability to help show visions of different aspects of realities. Realities plural, yes indeed. Many, many realities. You may use, with the assistance of a crystal dragon, a crystal ball or crystal of your choosing, to gaze lovingly into the crystal and see into wisdoms and understandings that most are not able to see. And this is for the highest of the priestesses and priests of their orders respectively. There are priests of the masculine divine as well. They are just forgotten for a time. It is beautiful that such balance is being reestablished. And dear ones, it is because this balance is being reestablished that the golden age is here. It could not be any other way. There is no golden age without a balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So each of you within, as you walk toward this golden gateway, you can work with the crystal dragon if you wish. This is a beautiful new creation from one of you. And work with this crystal dragon to remember what you need to remember for this golden age, to see what you need to see into the future of this golden age, if you will. It is not truly a future. It is another moment of now that you are already standing in over there in the golden age, but let us not confuse you now. This crystal dragon archetype is indeed one of the more potent and divine dragon energy archetypes. Work with it whenever you desire. Thank you for this.
Kuba has a question. How can we all use ether, or the quantum field to ground in the golden age?
This is an interesting question. The ether. You might consider the ether to be the substance of spirit, because the substance implies that there is a field. It is a field of consciousness, dear ones. Many think that this space around you is just emptiness, that you look out across the stars at night and there is all this darkness and space around you. This is not emptiness, dear ones. It is fullness, a fullness of being. And every iota of the cosmos is full of spirit, is full of consciousness. And what many consider to be the ether or the astral energies, it is a field of consciousness that surrounds and penetrates everything. Yes, dear ones, the dragon energies travel upon the ether. They are a part of and parcel of the ether, and so many spiritual energies, rivers of energy, you might say, travel along these etheric highways, these etheric pathways. The ether itself is the field of consciousness in which you swim. And you can use this knowledge, this awareness of consciousness in every iota of creation to awaken many gifts. You do not need to necessarily focus on the space in between things. You can focus on a house plant. You can focus on a lake. You can focus on a bird on a nearby tree branch. And each of those is connected through the ether to you. Excuse this. This channel has things happening with pollens and things in the air, it seems. This ether is aware of you, and you can talk to it. It is very interesting. It is a very direct way to work with elementals. It is a very direct way to work with any beings of Gaia. For natural places and environments are painted upon the canvas of the ether. Is a good way to think of this. It is beautiful art that is appearing on this canvas, and the canvas itself knows what is happening. It is a beautiful awareness that you can develop and work with in many ways, for it does connect you. This is very much like your old rituals of baptism, being immersed in water to remind you that all beings are connected. Well, immerse yourself in the ethers, dear one. Your master Yeshua said, I baptize with spirit. And the ether was involved in that sentiment. Yes, dear ones. Work with your ethers. And remember, it connects you with all. Not only all things. You are in the kingdom of thingdom, and it is fun to think of the spirit that moves in all things. And the spirit does indeed move in all things. And there are also realms beyond things. And you can use the ether to connect to realms beyond things. I hope this helps.
Michael Petronella is asking, as we and Earth are ascending together, is our sun Sol and our other planets ascending with us as well?
Dear one, it is a beautiful question, and in it there is a little bit of a nuance, let us say. It is not a misunderstanding. It is, let us nuance this a little. Mm, your Gaia and your Venus and your Mars, and indeed all of the planets and the star that is your beautiful, radiant being in the center of this solar system are all beings that are multidimensional in nature. They are already ascended, you might say. So, what is changing in the ascension? Hmm. If Gaia is already up in fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way up through 11th D, in your ways of thinking, hmm, dragons do not see dimensions that way, but it is useful to use this language. If these beings exist in all of these dimensions already, what is ascending? Hmm, that is the question. Not are they ascending, but what is ascending? And I think you know, based on the question, it is you who are ascending. Your awareness of, hmm, if you were to go to Venus right now in 3 and partially 4D, you would see a blasted planet. You would see a very hot and turbulent atmosphere. You would see nothing habitable and nothing welcoming whatsoever. It would be a living hell for you to be standing on the surface. And this is also where great civilizations exist in 5 and 6D and above. Mm, beautiful gardens, paradise, you would call it. And this is where your valiant Thor and his people have come from to help Gaia, to help those who are, let us say, stuck in the mire of third dimensional Gaia to ascend. And this is not just humans, this is all of the beings of Gaia who are operating primarily in the third D, you would call it, in this density, are given the opportunity to rise up out of that density into a more beautiful, bright, and brilliant world that is ready for them to build their dreams with less restrictions, less illusions of separation and illusions of limitation, let us say. It is a lifting of the veil in your ancestors' terms. It is not that any of these places are changing in their innate nature. It is that they are being liberated from the density. They are being unburdened, just as you did with your beautiful little ceremony a moment ago. They are shedding the density, so to speak, and being liberated from stuck energies, you might say. And so all of this is happening, yes, dear ones, as you ascend. Any realm that you venture into ascends with you because you are no longer trying to pierce a veil of density. You are seeing the higher dimensional realities of these places. I hope this helps.
Jane Lawrence has a question. Jadon Se, please can you explain more about the energy grids? Are they separate or do they affect each other? Thanks.
Mm, dear one, there are more grids than we will speak about here. Each grid is, let us say, a construct of consciousness for a purpose. Many of the grids work together. Your dragon lines and your conventional ley lines, many of them are intertwined, and many of them do have rippling effects, let us say, upon each other. Mm, it is very much like two spider webs that are on the same tree, and some of their webs intersect each other. If a moth flies into the left spider web, both spiders feel it. It vibrates both webs. And the spider whose web the moth flew into will know that that is in my web, and therefore that is my lunch, and he will go and eat the moth. We will leave this aside a moment. It is like this, where the other spider will know and be aware, and will respect that this moth fell into this first spider's domain, so to speak. The dragon lines work like this with a few different grid lines. And there is a rose line, and there is a beautiful, let us say, there are common lines that are shared by grids, the rose line being one of these. There are energies that overlap many grids, and the rose line is also shared by a beautiful Gnostic grid that was established eons ago. It is beautiful energy. The Sophia energies are here and present. And there are morphogenetic fields, you might call them. They are like fields of consciousness that relate to the archetypes of a type of species of being. So you have a human morphogenetic field. That is indeed a sort of grid. You have this grid that we are establishing here on this live, where beings across your globe are tuning in together. And because they are tuning in together, they can feel each other. You can feel each other if you really become sensitive enough. You will actually know before these lives start that people are starting to tune in. You will feel them tuning in, dear ones. This is a type of grid that you are co-creating together. This is how grids work. They are establishments of consciousness working in unison. And if you maybe make an obsidian grid around your house to keep your home from certain negative forces and energies, and be a protective grid, you are establishing nodal points of obsidian around your property, and it creates a grid. And when something tries to cross the line between these two obsidian objects, there is a certain resistance to their negativity. It can work this way as well. Every different animal type has a grid. You have heard that mice in a maze that is the same maze all over the planet is very difficult maze, and they cannot solve it. And then suddenly one mouse solves the maze in Sydney, Australia, and all the mice all over the globe very shortly after that solve this difficult maze that it has taken them weeks to try. And it does not matter if the mice were in the maze for the same amount of time. Once one has solved it, somehow or other, the others solve it much more easily. This is because there is a grid of mice, a morphogenetic field for the mouse consciousness. And when one mouse in this field learns something, it becomes a pathway that other mice can more easily traverse and find that level of consciousness. There are so many grids we could go on, and many of them do work together and overlap. Delve into this wisdom, dear ones. Many of you are already very adept at working with the grids and the ley lines and the dragon lines. Continue these questions. They will lead you to beautiful places.
Okay, there is a question from Nazia. Since we are projecting our bodies, how can we project our bodies healed from an illness instantly if that isn't our highest good? Thank you very much.
Dear one, it might be instructive to review the Dragon Healings messages that are on the YouTube channel there, for they delve deeply into this. And it is very simple to heal yourself, to do it instantaneously if you are able to drop your belief systems of unwellness or mechanistic beingness, or there are so many constructs that you have been inherited, so to speak, about how the body works and what is good for it and what is nutritious and what is this and what is that. and whether or not the sunlight harms you or helps you, whether or not, etc. Different foods are harmful, and whether or not salt causes high blood pressure. It does not. That's a spoiler alert. Mm, there are many programs that most of you carry that prevent you from simply healing yourself. And it is oftentimes needed that those who are being healed need to be given a permission slip, so to speak. When your master Yeshua approached the man who could not walk by the bath, and he told him to throw his cast his mat aside and throw away his crutch and stand up and walk, and the man walked. And the man tried to thank your master Yeshua. Thank you for healing me. Master Yeshua said, it was your faith that healed you. It was not I. And this is the key right there. Each of you can heal yourselves instantaneously if you can drop your disbelief. And that is the work, dropping the disbelief. There is an old saying, I'll believe it when I see it. Let us reverse that now. You'll see it when you believe it.
Um, let's see. Home Drawn has a question. Are all dragons we are connected to able to be at one with, feel, experience, and commune in our daily, nightly, now moment?
Dear one, this is a deep question, and it goes far beyond dragons. Let us even look at what you call your past lives. Hmm. These are deeply connected lifetimes, and when you learn to travel these connections, such beauty can come. You might be able to sit down in front of a piano, never having tried before, and play beautiful things. You might be able to just put on a pair of skis and go immediately into the advanced slopes, and people around will be amazed. Wait, where did you learn to ski like this? Mm, these are the kinds of gifts that can come from learning to work the connections, so to speak. And so the question then would become, well, can I just have all of my gifts from all of my connected lifetimes and become a superhero? And the answer to that is yes. There again, it has to do with how you drop your disbelief and whether or not you are able to work these connections, and you learn to do this, and you become adept at it. There is the same thing with dragons. There are archetypes of dragons. You might call them the equivalent of dragon archangels. And each carries a certain energy and vibration. And indeed, all dragons who share that energy and vibration can work as one. And you can connect with them through the archetype, so to speak. Mm, you know of your archangels, and the most famous probably is your archangel Michael with his sword of light, and he is known for being able to cut through mm, misconceptions or inappropriate energies with his sword of light. And this cutting and separating and trimming sort of archetype can be seen all across the cosmos in so many different beings, and each of them is connected with your Archangel Michael. For when you do this, when you lovingly sever inappropriate connections or inappropriate energies, when you lovingly untangle things, let us say, that is an archetype of your Archangel Michael. I hope that this helps you understand that you can work these energies any which way you wish, and the deeper you go, the more the gifts will astonish you. Mm, I hope this helps.
Um, Katie Cirilli earlier was asking, is there a diamond dragon?
Yes, indeed, dear ones. There is a diamond dragon, and the diamond dragon will work with diamond light, beautiful light. And this is, of course, part of a crystalline architecture, let us say archetype. Mm, it is a crystalline archetype. So, therefore, the diamond dragon and the crystal dragon are very similar. It could even be called the same dragon in many ways. The dragons that are in crystalline form, so to speak, some of them you could say there is a salt dragon, and this is indeed true. That is a crystalline salt dragon that is obviously not a sea dragon because as soon as the salt dragon goes into the water, things get strange. And well, anyway, you can see that there are many archetypes for dragons, and feel into your knowingness about what each dragon's energy carries. Mm, there are these deeper awarenesses that crystalline energies have a certain qualities, diamond energies have a certain quality, gold, silver, all of these different mm, ways of describing characteristics of the dragon. A green dragon, of course, is going to have healing capabilities. A blue dragon will help you connect with your divinity. There are so many different ways of painting dragons. And do not be confused, dear ones. Dragons can appear in any form that they wish. You are not stuck when you are a dragon. You do not just have a body. It is not like this. You can move around. You can basically shapeshift at will. And you can appear as a red or a green or an orange or whatever you wish to appear. I can be blue with orange trim along the front edges of my wings. We get as creative as you do with your paintings and drawings with our own bodies. And so there is not just one green dragon or crystal dragon or diamond dragon type. There are diamond energies that appear in dragons when they are in a certain level of consciousness. That is all. Do not misunderstand, but it is also helpful to understand that each of these do symbolize the energetic signature of where that dragon's consciousness currently is. I hope this helps.
Okay, that is it with the questions, and it is almost the hour.
Very good. Well, it has been lovely, and this channeler gets to do this thing that makes me jealous, where he calls out where each of you is from. And before I give him back to you, can you all just call out where you're from? I like to call this out myself, so please put in the chat where you are from. Mm, it is beautiful that I get to do this. Mm, the channeler is laughing somewhere in the corner. We have Folsom, California. We have Belgium. Gnostic grid, yes, indeed, dear ones, Gnostic grids. Anatolia, Turkey. Colorado, Germany, Thailand, Long Island, New York. We have Southeast Texas, where the chili is very hot, and Holland, and California, Queensland, Australia, Poland. We have West Yorkshire, England. We have, did I pronounce that correctly? I think I did. We have Pennsylvania, Amsterdam, Daytona Beach, Florida, Chile. Do you feel, dear ones? Do you feel each other in all of these nodal points on your Gaia? Bournemouth, England. We have Long Beach, California, New Hampshire, South Africa. Beautiful, beautiful energies. We are waiting for Vietnam again. We wish to see that on the screen. Would that please come onto the screen? If you are listening to us from your Vietnam. They are distracted, I think. Let's keep going. Show us where you are from. Houston, Texas. Beautiful. Hull, Massachusetts. Is that where a ship sunk somewhere and they call it Hull? London. Beautiful energies. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this. It is a great pleasure to see this, your beautiful blue marble of a planet, singing with your energies. You are ringing this planet like a bell, each and every one of you. It is beautiful. And now I am blessing each of you in a new way. This is a Gaia Dragon Grid blessing. You are now each keepers of a node of the dragon grid. You are each of the dragon energies. If you wish, you must give permission for this. You are keepers of dragon nodes. And now the dragon grid has been adjusted. Each one of you lives in a home directly on a dragon node. Your main abode of living is now at the intersection of dragon lines. Some of these are new dragon lines that you, dear ones, just created through this blessing and your proximity to Gaia. You are now keepers of dragon nodes, each and every one of you. Just wait, you will have new gifts that will come with this. Beautiful. Mumbai, India. South Africa. Beautiful, beautiful. You are all initiates of the dragon energies. Most of you already were, so it's not like news to anyone here. But if anyone was in doubt, you are initiates of the dragon energies. And you could call yourselves dragons if you wish. For anyone who works with the dragon energies is in some way a dragon. Dragon riders, dragon seers, dragon speakers, dragon poets, dragon artists, dragon drivers. Don't drive this way on the street, dear ones. Yes. Anyway, you get the picture, and you are all dragons. It is beautiful. I would like each of you who can to review the message from a dragon that is entitled "You Are a Dragon," for it is true of each of you. This has been fun. Again, we will be missing this Saturday. Our apologies. We will make up for it. You will be walking towards that golden archway of the equinox. Until then, we will speak to you on the other side of it, so to speak. Great blessings to you, and thank you for joining us.